According to the UN report launched on Tuesday, the lives of women and girls around the world have improved over the last 20 years. The report also connects a worldwide drop in child marriages to an increase in women's entry into higher education. However, the trend is still rampant in Africa and parts of Asia.
The age of marriage has increased everywhere, partly because women's enrollment in higher education has increased. So certainly that education is a key point factor to push the age of marriage higher. However, the report also pointed out in certain regions in the world, like South Asia or some sub-Saharan Africa, child marriage is still prevalent. It's been exercised.
But despite the increase in women enrollment in higher education, nearly 500 million women in the world are illiterate. This accounts for 2/3 of the world's illiterate adults. The report also says 1/3 of women have been victims of physical or sexual violence, and 2/3 have faced violence or death in the hands of close family members.
The victims of homicides related to intimate partners and family related. I'm sure that the honor killings are included. What is striking is that 2 out of 3 victims, so we're talking around 66% of these type of victims are women, when we know that the share of women in all types of homicides is only 20%.
With regard to inheritance laws, countries where men and women shared similar inheritance rights were still few.
We have data for 120 developing countries, and maybe in 1/3 of countries we have law discriminating against women in terms of inheritance rights. There is another 50% of countries with customary laws discriminating against women, so at the end we only have maybe 20% of countries where women and men have the same inheritance rights.
Life expectancy, meanwhile, has continued to rise, reaching 72 years for women and 68 for men globally. Catherine Ogunde, CCTV.